In this video how I made silicone rings to mount my solar panels on the roof from the barn. And the barn had this kind of corrugated top material. So I needed a ring here, a silicone ring, to prevent leakage. And well, that's all. And I made these rings in this way. I took this silicone kit, very cheap, 2.50 euros in the Walmart, and I pressed out of that tube here, like a kind of turd, a certain amount of silicone kit, and then covered it with a piece of paper, slightly tapping it with a very good and straight piece of wood, because the thickness of these rings must be perfect. So here you can see the rings, and with that piece of wood I covered it, I pressed it somewhat, and then after, say, approximately 24 hours or 2 days, 3 days, I could peel off the paper, and then I had these rings. Of course, I have to make a hole in it here. That will be no problem with a very tiny scissor, nail scissor for instance. You can make perfect holes in it, and after that I will use them with the bolts. So that's a good way, in my opinion, to make silicone rings, and they don't deteriorate on the longer term, because silicone doesn't have any effect on ultraviolet radiation from the sun. So outside this will be perfect on the longer term, 10 years, 20 years or so.